Hi guys, you welcome back to my channel. Thanks 800 subscribers. I appreciate your efforts. So guys, yesterday I dropped a video on how to identify basic oxide, amorphic oxide, as well as neutral oxide. So today we want to look at likely question to that video. So guys, the first question goes thus: a metallic oxide which reacts with both HCl and sodium hydroxide to yield or to give salt and water only can be classified as. My own answer, I have two options here: either a basic oxide or an amorphic oxide. So now let's take a look at this. Yesterday I told you guys that for every basic oxide, it's their substance which will react chemically with water, they produce a base, but the strength of the base depends on the compound itself. So now, but for every amorphic oxide, when they react chemically with water, they produce either an acid or a base. So now, if I were to look at one of those compounds under the amorphic oxide, that can easily react with a strong acid and a strong base, aluminium hydroxide. Though there are other examples under it, the likes of zinc oxide as well as beryllium oxide. So we have this plus HCl. So we have AlCl3 plus water. This is not balanced yet. We're adding 2 to this, so our chlorine is now 6. So with that, we can say if we're having 6 here, then we'll be adding 3 to this because our arrhythmia is what? 6. So now everything is balanced. So guys, when you look at this now, this is an example of what? Amorphic oxide. And if they react with, and this is a what? A strong acid. So to all Jambites out there, pay max attention to this, and as well watch the video I dropped yesterday on how to identify the basic oxide, amorphic oxide, as well as neutral oxide. So guys, so this is a strong acid, and this is what? An example of amorphic oxide. So when these two react together, they will yield what? Salt and what? Water only. So let's take a look at the second one. We are still making use of this aluminium oxide. So we have this plus sodium hydroxide. This is a what? A strong base. So now we have, so our oxygen is how many? 3 plus water. So if I'm adding 2 to this, don't forget our aluminium is what? 2. Add 2 to this. So now class, when you check both sides now, you can see we are having a salt here, salt, and what? Plus what? Water, according to what you are given in the equation. So we have salt plus what? Water. So telling you guys that if you are given an amorphic oxide, they can easily react with either an acid or a base, but most preferably aluminium hydroxide is like a father and mother in that oxide, that amorphic oxide. That is, it can easily react with acid, a strong acid, and can also easily react with a strong base. Is that clear now? So our answer is what? An amorphic oxide. So guys, the next one, an example of an acidic oxide is, yesterday I only explained the basic oxide as well as amorphic oxide, and the last one, which was what? Neutral oxide. And I'm looking at what you have on the board now. I give example of this now. So first and foremost, again, for every acidic oxide, when they react chemically with water, they will yield, they will produce, let's say that they will produce an acid, but the strength of the acid depends on the compound itself. Again, the strength of the acid depends on the compound itself. So now guys, so let's see According to the video I dropped yesterday, nitrous oxide is a what? Neutral oxide. Nitric oxide is what? Neutral oxide. And see, oh, this one is a good example of basic oxide, the family of what? Magnesium oxide. Are you with me now? YSO2 sulfates, family of what? Acidic oxide. So guys, you can see now. So to those students out there, please take note of all I've listed here on the board. Please take note of that, because you might come across a question that you asked to what? Identify the neutral oxide, the basic oxide, as well as what? The acidic oxide. But here they said an example of an acidic oxide is what, class? So our answer is what? This. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Drop any question you know you don't understand, or you are a Jambite out there, you are finding some question or some topics difficult to understand. Do have to drop it in the comment box, and